Sir, we have a very damning report from the Nigerian Bureau of Statistics. Child labor is a scourge that is draining off the intellectual property of Nigerians, because those children are our future. Those children, if well taken care of, are the future of the stability of the country. Why do we have such statistics of millions of children under forced labor in this country? I'm not talking of underground, well noted. I mean, for the National Bureau of Statistics to note that such amounts in millions are existing in this country under forced labor. They did not offer themselves voluntarily. They are being forced to work. What could be the driving propellant towards this industry of forced labor of children, sir?
Simple. Poverty. Poverty is one of the factor, the basic factor for forced labor. And if 31 point something million children in Nigeria out of the 200 and so million people in Nigeria are into child forced labor, it's an indication of all the 50% of all the children in Nigeria suffer from
50%.
Yeah, 50%. Looking at the statistics, so and the economic hardship. Nigeria is one of the poorest countries in the world when it comes to per capita income. So considering our GDP, if you divide it per capita, it is not sufficient. So we live above $1 per day. So, but I blame the government to have allowed this to happen. It is not so much the law that we have in place, but it's the enforcement. You know, very few states, we have out of school children, more than 50% out of school children, especially in the north. And these kids are used to, you know, to forced labor because they didn't volunteer these things.
But sir, sorry to cut in. We are talking about children with less capacity, with less intelligence to be able to handle the rigorous work. Some of them are even in hazardous work. And believe you me, I and you, as citizens of Nigeria, do patronize the products of these children, the products of the industries that they are being employed in, if I could call it an employment. We patronize these goods that the children produce. Is it on our moral capacity not to identify those companies and those products and tag them as unacceptable?
Just like I said, it is not so much the law that we have. The laws covers all these things, protects children. All children in Nigeria have the right to basic education.
Exactly.
So, but the problem is enforcing them, you know, holding to account these people who, you know, do forced child labor. So, enforcement is the problem. And, you know, with corruption going all around all sectors of the country, it is imperative that, especially the media, you know, should enhance their publicity on this matter. Investigative journalism and all that, especially forced prostitution, has become the order of the day. And this will set a dangerous precedent if it is not well tackled.
Oh, sir, talking about precedents, let's go level, let's go real, in real time. We have situations where there is a traffic hold-up, there's a traffic congestion, and you see kids carrying bottles of soft drinks and sausage rolls and goods to sell, and we still patronize them. and we don't make any complaint to the government to stop the children from accessing those highways to sell those products. We buy from them and we fuel ourselves, and we feel that, thank God that within this uncomfortable period of our transit, we are able to get refreshment. Although not looking at the future of those that have been used, have been manipulated to sell those things to us. Using that as a template, what do you think can be done by the government to stop such from happening?
You spoke of two things. One of it is the morality. Why is it that the citizens are not complaining even though they see these things?
Exactly.
It has become part of our moral value. It's a norm to the common Nigerian. You go all around you, you see children working, you know, that are supposed to be in school. So it's normal. It's part of our value system. So our value system have collapsed, you know, so nobody is going... You hardly find any activists going there to say, okay, children are under forced labor, let's save them, you know. So, but the government, I believe it's not so much of the law that we have, it is enforcement. The government have not frowned on it. They literally have not done anything to negate this situation.
It's all right. Let's go on to the next